Robert F. Kennedy says he will announce his vice presidential pick on March 26th at an event in tells NBC News. The independent presidential candidate has offered the slot. Kennedy Jr. confirmed to the New York Times New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers and former Minnesota Governor Jesse the Body Ventura were on his short list. This can't be real, right?
Announced his running mate. He's running as a third-party candidate. The new lists for vice president include quarterback Aaron Rodgers and former governor of Minnesota Jesse the Body Ventura. He's also considering a pair of truck nuts dipped in ivermectin.
Independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. could play the role of spoiler, or ABC News has confirmed NFL quarterback Aaron Rodgers is on Kennedy's short list. Two recently spending time together, both appear to share views on several issues. Both oppose vaccine mandate.
Kennedy says he's been speaking with Rodgers pretty continuously about this for the past month. That would be some good decision-making right there. Aaron Rodgers and Jesse Ventura are not running mates. They are who the bookers on The Masked Singer call when Rob Schneider says no, okay?
Aaron Rodgers, who is an active member of the New York Jets, is fully expected to return this season. Would he be on the campaign trail during the weekend playing football on Sunday?
And Aaron Rodgers is still playing football. He's still playing for the Jets. How many losing teams can he be a part of at once?
I just want to attack this from the perspective of a Jet fan.
Don't forget, Aaron Rodgers is supposed to be the starting quarterback for the Jets next season. So the question is, what's he going to do if the Jets make it to the Super Bowl? I almost held it together. Almost.
That was the reporting. So I say all of this to say, if I'm a Jet fan, how do I feel? And so even beyond the human horror of what that means, that conspiracy in specific, like, is that still a line we can't cross? We'll find out, I guess. I think about football. After all that, I think about, this is the guy who said we need to eliminate off-field distractions. Aaron Rodgers is the same human being who had those words exit his mouth. And now to be the first athlete in history to mount a vice presidential campaign is just one of those on-the-nose things that you would laugh at if you also didn't worry about what it says about, democracy and ourselves.
Brown recalls Rodgers asking her if she thought it was off that there were men in black in the woods by the school. We're not going to even get into this. It's arguably the most disgusting conspiracy theory in all of the QAnon Alex Jones world that has descended on this country in the last decade or so. So I guess, John, the question for me is, at this point, if you're the New York Jets, Aaron Rodgers is a broken down 40-year-old who won one Super Bowl a decade and a half ago. Same number of Super Bowls as Jeff Hostetler, Brad Johnson, Trent Dilfer, Nick Foles. Is it worth it to have this guy? By the way,
and let's remember, Aaron Rodgers, his play was already slipping at the end of his time in Green Bay. He played all of 4 plays last week. We know from his former teammates who have told me that he would float 9/11 conspiracy theorists too, that he believes December 11th was an inside job.
Former Rodgers backup quarterback Deshaun Kaiser shared an interesting tidbit.
We get into the quarterback room. I'm nervous. I don't know what this is like. This guy's the GOAT. This offense is a real West Coast offense. Like, there's a lot of responsibility. Walk in. Aaron looks right at me and says, mm-mm. The first thing that comes out of Aaron Rodgers' mouth was, "You believe in 9/11?" What? Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I? He was like, "You should read up on that." Okay.
Might be the second worst conspiracy theory in American society. Pablo, I don't see how the New York Jets can employ this guy. If this is real, let him go be Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s running mate. They'll lose in embarrassing fashion. Don't let him play for your team again.
Yeah. And even has a confidant in Robert F. Kennedy Jr. RFK told Joe Rogan Wi-Fi causes cancer and leaky brain. In a discussion with Elon Musk, RFK said antidepressants are to blame for school shootings. With Jordan Peterson, he said he believes chemicals in the water supply could turn children trans, the same language used by none other than Alex Jones on frogs. He also suggested AIDS may not be caused by HIV.
CNN has learned that in private conversations, Rodgers has shared wild and unhinged conspiracy theories in which he claims that the 2012 Sandy Hook shooting was not real. Rodgers falsely claimed to Pamela Brown that there were men in black in the woods by the school, and he asked if she thought that was odd. Brown says that she found the entire encounter disturbing.
CNN has also spoken to another source who would like to remain anonymous in order to avoid harassment. They had a similar encounter with Aaron Rodgers. This person said Rodgers claimed that, quote, Sandy Hook never happened. All those children never existed. They were all actors.
Conspiracy theory riddled accounts are his go-to. He would interact with a post on social media that compared vaccines and 5G towers. Rodgers gets extremely passionate about a conspiracy theory recently floated by Brett Weinstein on Joe Rogan that certain types of immigrants are attempting to enter the U.S. to join the military to gain citizenship and then turn against Americans.
Aaron Rodgers could be RFK Jr.'s running mate. This would be the greatest president and vice president pairing of all time, is what I'm assuming the measles virus is saying.